the Chicago Lighthouse Assistive Technology Center presents a demonstration of the Visolux Digital XL FHD.
So this is the Visolux Digital XL FHD. Quite a mouthful with the name there, but the XL refers to the fact that the screen is 12 inches, which is very large for a handheld electronic magnifier. And the FHD, of course, refers to it being in full HD, which is 1080p. So it's a very good resolution. So the most basic control is going to be our power button, and we're going to go ahead and hold that down for a couple of seconds now, and the screen will come on. Get a nice Eschenbach logo there, and after a couple of seconds we're going to see whatever the camera is looking at. In this case I have a flyer underneath the device here. And so we're currently at 3 times magnification, and because of the large screen we get a lot of text on there, which is very nice. Now we can control the magnification by using the magnification controls on the front surface to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the smaller button and it will zoom out, hit the larger button and it will zoom in all the way up, and we can get it nice and large on there. And obviously the smaller we have it, the more text we will fit on the screen. So we get a lot of text on the screen at 2 times magnification, and so if we can read at that magnification, then that's going to work really, really well. So that's the magnification controls. We also have the color, which I'm going to show now. So press the color button. Here is a nice white on black. Here is regular color. Put my finger underneath there and hopefully we can see that that's in its regular color. And we also have the high contrast black text on a white background. Just over to the right, the contrast button, we have the button to take a picture. Press that button, it will freeze the image on the screen. Now if I lift up the device, the image is still there. And we can still magnify that image and so on and so forth. Now one of the cool things about this device is it actually has a touch screen, and we're seeing this more and more with these devices now. So if I do magnify my picture, I can now use the touch screen to pan around that picture, which is really cool. So we can just move around the picture using the touch screen. We can even change the size of it using the touch screen, and that would be with our pinch and reverse pinch gestures that we might be familiar with from using our smartphone or tablet. And so let's hit the picture button again. We're going to go out to the live image again, and in the live image we can still use the touch screen here to zoom in and out. Now one thing which isn't possible with most handheld electronic magnifiers is the ability to pan when we're in the live mode. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, normally when we magnify we have to move the whole device left and right as we read across the sentence, like so, from left to right. With this particular device, we can actually pan left and right and up and down when we're magnified using the touch screen. Now it won't cover the entire page, but it does give us some degree of movement. So for example here, I can move the text to the left, I can move the text to the right, I can move up and down like so using the touchscreen, which is really cool. And if we don't want to use a touchscreen, if we don't feel comfortable doing that, that's where the buttons in the side come in. And so to the right side here, I have buttons which will scroll the text upward and downward. And to the left of the machine, I have buttons which will scroll the text to the left and to the right. So that's a really, really neat feature of this particular device, and it means you don't have to move the text around, the machine around as much as you would do with some other devices. This might work particularly well with things like newspapers or magazines where the text is in columns. You might find that you don't actually need to move the device itself at all. You might actually just be able to use those scrolling buttons or the touch screen to scan across the sentences left and right and up and down. So very cool stuff. So one of the great things about the Visolux XL FHD is its ability to look at things in the distance as well as up close. And there are some other handheld electronic magnifiers which are able to do this, but the Visolux does it in a very unique way, and that's by utilizing a camcorder which is connected to the Visolux via an HDMI cable. And so the HDMI cable is currently running to a camcorder I have set up on a tripod. And this is very advantageous in that we get all of the zoom of the camcorder. This particular one goes up to 57 times, and the image is extremely clear. And so you get more magnification than other handhelds, and also very good clarity of image. And you're not trying to hold the handheld as you view things in the distance. Everything is set up on a desk and is nice and stable. So I think this is a great solution for students, for example, who need to see their lectures or see the board in the classroom. And it's also a great solution for people who work in an office environment and need to go to meetings and see presenters and see PowerPoint presentations and all of that kind of good stuff. So using the controls on the camera, I can zoom in and out. Using the tripod, I can position the camera. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can see what that looks like. Alright, so I just zoomed in and we can see my face up close there, so hopefully I washed properly today. And it's very easy to manipulate and we get a very good clear image. So that was the new Visolux XL FHD. I hope you liked it. I think it's a really cool device, and with that large 12-inch screen, it's really great for reading and also works really well in the distance, so ticks all the boxes. If you're interested in finding out more, you can visit our website, lighthousetoolsforliving.com, or you can give me a call, 312-997-3649. Thanks so much for watching and have a great holiday.